Oh man. Oh man, I had the perfect introduction. The perfect introduction, guys. Give me 1 second. Welcome to the stream. That's it. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you guys here. All right, we have a big day today. Tomorrow's going to be even bigger, and Friday is going to be the NFP. So we really need to be fully prepared for today's closure, weekly closure here. Happy to have you on the stream as always. Thank you for the support. Thank you for keeping me updated in the chat as well as always. Let's see what we have here. Gonna be an amazing stream, guys. We're still in gold. We are still in that gold trade from yesterday. Stop loss is underneath a low. We're going to talk about this in a second here. Let's see what we have. Gonna be a good day. Are you guys ready for the NFP? If you are ready for the NFP on a Friday, please press A1 in the chat. It's going to be big. It's going to be big, 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 big. Look at the dollar as well. And especially on a Friday, imagine what the dollar can do when the NFP comes out. I'm very curious to see how we are going to close today, or this week actually, looking at the dollar here. So it's all preparation. If you can get a beautiful trade, fantastic. We're going to do some really good solid analysis as well. And, you know, we're preparing here. We're preparing big time. Gonna be good. Okay. Who's in the building here? We have Banjo. My man is back. We saw somebody that was new. Rachel, Dwight, welcome to the stream. Great to have you. Benjamin and Alexas. Faisal, Samuel, Ardip, my man, amazing to have you here, bro. Beautiful. German, Copacabana as always. Emma, Jonathan, Billy Joe, yes sir, amazing. Big Short, I like that name. I saw that movie a week ago. Bushan, Oshkan, Astrid, Sammy. Okay, amazing guys, welcome to the stream. Gonna be a good one here. Let me listen to some music. What are we gonna do today? Well, there are a couple things that I like to see right now that I'm looking at, and one of these things right here is the for now gold. I want to be patient a little bit. Okay, the reason why is because I want to still see us getting above that high and close a body above it. Okay, we wanted to break, we didn't break, and we did not close above it yet. I want to see it. If we close into sorry. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Hello. Okay, perfect. Just to be sure. Yeah, time to buy a new cable as well. Anyways, we're looking at the dollar right now, and the reason why I'm looking at the dollar here is not just because of the dollar itself. It's actually because of the negative correlation with the dollar, which is the yen right now. Okay, the yen is breaking above here. And the yen is making some good gains today. Right now, we're seeing a break of structure. We're coming up here. We're starting to take out the liquidity that has been built there. This is good stuff. So, GJ, short, potential. Okay, EJ as well, short, potential. All right, we're coming already very close to some very important lows right now that we're looking forward to break. We saw that closure already, and we saw that rejection already. That rejection was right here. If you look at the 50-minute. You see that we had that rejection. We are coming down. It seems like we're trying to break that low to put in that internal high. GJ has, in my opinion, a lot of has a lot of more downside potential right now. We have been coming up for a very, very long time already. Significantly. Look at this. Look at that last lower point that we had around about the beginning of the year. Okay, we're talking about, early January all the way till there. We have been just coming up and coming up and coming up. We have been coming down one more time to retest that high, not created a lower low, and we have been coming up ever since until practically right now. And that's important to mention. A monthly low. Okay, so it's actually a monthly high, but it's actually the low of that high right there, which is very, very crucial. Very, very crucial as well. Keep in mind that this is from 2015, a range from 2015 right here. And yeah, we're coming down right now. We're starting to come down a little bit. So the moment the dollar gets weaker internally, this will only benefit us here for the yen. And the dollar is now in a stage where I think it's too far away. It has to break this low here to really give us a good, confirmation in regards to what we're currently looking for related to dollar pairs. But because there is a negative correlation between the dollar and the Japanese yen basket, the yen has some potential. And the fact that we're coming up right now during the New York Open, I do like it. I do like it a lot here. And why do I like it? Well, we are breaking also through this very, very important range, which is actually a very, very good sign as well here. We could have easily seen rejection from that point and come back down. We didn't. We're actually coming up with some serious volume right now as well. So yeah, I'm just interested in the euro, a Japanese yen short or GJ short, something in that manner on the let's say 15-minute lower time frames to look for the continuation down or for the pullback and the rejection to the downside. Okay, so that's something that I'm actually interested in because there is just so much more downside potential. Just look at GJ right here and look at all that liquidity that we have been building up already for a significant amount of time as well. If you look at this zone, if you could break this low here, that's just one layer. Another zone is right underneath that level right there. We have not been filling up that gap, that imbalance that has been done there. We have been constantly building up a bunch of liquidity for a longer period of time already this month. Okay, we're talking about the last 2 weeks, constantly building out liquidity or sell side liquidity, not taking out anything, just keep building and moving further up. Every single time we think, okay, it's going to come down, it actually went up further. But now I'm at a stage where I think okay, we are now starting to really weaken and we start to really reverse as well here. And with the dollar, starting to look a little bit weaker, starting to slow down a little bit, the Japanese yen basket, coming up, breaking structures like that is just a very good sign. So I'm just looking for that particular reason, just for more downside potential for, yen related pairs right now until the dollar is giving us a much better confirmation of their direction. Another thing is important to mention is that we have news coming. We have more news coming in around 2 hours from now. The jobs openings. I personally do not expect a significant reaction. Maybe like a reaction for sure, but not something as we're gonna see happening. For example, tomorrow we have the initial jobless claims, which is always very important. The ADP non-farm employment, and then of course the CPI for the euro, which is also going to be a little bit volatile as well. And then of course we have Friday, which is then the biggest day of the week and the biggest closure right there, which is the non-farm payrolls. Okay, super crucial, super important. And yeah, man, the dollar has been building up so much as well right now to the upside here. Is this the moment when we can flip? Is that possible? Well, I had a couple of questions right here. I asked you guys on Twitter, what do you guys think will happen to the dollar? Dollar go up or dollar go down? And I asked it also on YouTube. On YouTube, I think we got around 313 votes, which is reasonable. And I think on Twitter, we got another 200 votes as well. So the funny thing about the Twitter and the YouTube is that that the YouTube guys are saying dollar going up 60%. And the let me see, I think the Twitter was the opposite, so I need to confirm that, but I think it was the opposite right here, actually coming down. But I looked in the comments and I saw some of you guys actually reacting to it. I see Kenzie here, since it's been shorting up all this time, it may be a big reverse to the downside in my opinion. Big Short is the dollar is manipulated. It's not clear. Maybe it will go higher. Jonathan says more supply, less volume, which kind of makes sense if you think about it as well here. And then we have the Twitter right here. And that's 52% up and 48% down. So the majority still thinks that the dollar will continue to rise up here rather than come down. That's actually quite interesting. So I would like to go a little bit deeper into this as well later this stream. Why and what kind of scenarios we could have, and what can actually happen during the NFP on a Friday here. All right, which is going to of course be the actual benchmark of the outcome of this poll on YouTube and on Twitter here. So until then, not really interested in like long-term setups and that type of stuff here, because we all know that you can have a swing trade right now, or you can go into an intraday trade or whatever. But at any given moment, during news releases like these, you can flip and, it could definitely be turning just like that. Okay. So in regards to the gold trade, because you guys might ask, why do you have that gold trade open then? Well, for the people that were not here yesterday, we took out a lot of profits already, around about $3,000 out of this trade. We keep this one open for now. I still think that when the dollar is looking like this at the moment, that gold can maybe still make that move to the upside here. If you look at the weekly for gold as well here, we're seeing now that we have 2 more days left, of course, till the 2 days and 9 hours left until the weekly candle closure. And it's starting to look quite good. It's starting to look quite decent as well. The way we are actually bouncing back from that particular, or the way we are closing this candle right here. Okay, but obviously, when the NFP comes and let's say we are still in profit, and let's say price is coming up, I'm 99% sure that I'm going to close my position in full, if not already earlier. Okay, I think that makes the most sense. And then from there, we will actually find out. For now, we need to break the 9064.82 for gold. So my alert is going right there. And if that happens, we will get notified, and we will look further in gold from there. Okay, gonna be a good one. For now, keep a close eye on the yen pairs, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys are looking at. You guys are aligned with me in regards to the yen. I saw a lot of comments already in regards to the yen beforehand, so I think we are quite aligned here. But it's gonna be very interesting here. If the dollar decides to push through, then the yen will definitely bounce up. The yen basket will bounce up, and therefore the euro against the yen and the British pound against it will come down here. Which one is then weaker? We have that trick again, euro against the British pound. It seems that for now, at least in the short term, but it is purely in the short term, the euro against the British pound. The euro is a little bit stronger than the yen, than the British pound at the moment. But you can already see right now, we're seeing a certain rejection right here happening. And this is looking very, very weak. It's starting to come and slow down a little bit as well here. Plus, look at the liquidity that's been building up here as well, or below here. So when it happens, it could potentially see GJ bringing us down further. Then so the euro against the yen bringing us down further than the British pound against the yen. But look at the euro against the British pound as well. Look how beautiful it is. Look how interesting this setup looks right now as well. I kind of like it. I do kind of like it as well. Look at all that liquidity below that has been built up during, and I think this is during the, pretty much during the overall London session. Okay, we have been building up a lot of liquidity to the downside too. Again, not taking out these lows. For me, that's absolutely a massive confluence. Okay, that there are a lot of stop losses there, that you are coming now towards that zone, that you are looking at this left to the right area right here. You come and tap into this particular area, and what do you have here? We have people that watch the stream a lot more here know what the value area low is. You guys also know what the point of control is. If not, I'm gonna make a couple new videos about it very soon. Value area low is right here, and that's the rejection right there. of that particular range with a bunch of liquidity below. So I found the euro against the British pound quite interesting if you ask me right now. So if you break that low, you know, we might be placing a short here. Stop loss above the highs, targeting the liquidity below. That's definitely something that I would like to see here. What kind of leverage do you use? It's like I think it's around 30x. So euro British pound, we have it in our map here. We're just keeping it right now very clean. Okay, we have our new section. We have our symbols GU, EU, AU, and DJ. Then we have the currency indices for the correlations, the dollar index, the Japanese yen basket, the euro index, and the VIX for the indices. And then we have the US30, the Nasdaq, and gold. And these sub pairs are usually actually related to measure the strength of the British pound, the euro, Australian dollar, and so on and so on. Okay. If you guys want it, I can share it with you, but it's quite easy. It's quite easy. It's not a big list, but if you want it, let me know in the chat. I can share it with you guys. So yeah, no, euro against British pound. Look at that. Look at what we have below. All that liquidity built up here, starting to look show more weakness here. Like the setup is starting to look interesting to me. And the euro is starting to slow down a little bit as well. Let's go to the euro index. Rejection. Yeah, rejection at these particular highs. Yeah, highly strong. It's kind of a resistance layer as well. We got rejected at that level. So again, look at the liquidity getting built up here. It is actually not really a good sign for the euro right now as of how we speak. And the yen is coming up very, very much. And this could also have an impact on the euro as well a little bit. If you look at it from this angle. So I do like what I see here for the euro against the British pound. I found this one pretty interesting. Let's see how we break it. If we can break it right now, I'm going to share the watch list with you guys right here. Keep it very easy. When is the live on the Discord coming? When the V3 is released, we're trying to launch with a new concept, a new format. Cannot talk too much about it yet. It's coming though. You're gonna love it. Which is gonna be somewhere next week. Somewhere next week. Indices today, maybe around the New York Stock Exchange open. So usually when we trade the indices, we trade it when the New York Stock Exchange actually opens up. Why? Because there is more volume, more certainty. The directional bias is more clear. And we had the manipulation behind it. We usually have then the mass manipulation behind us as well. So yeah, we're going to talk about it. And we were talking about already yesterday about it. About the Nasdaq, okay? In my opinion, the Nasdaq is ready to come down. So that's another point here that I would like to bring up right now. Yeah, we're going to talk about it in a second later this stream right here. Just looking for a confluence, like looking for a potential setup at the moment. And the euro against the British pound is something that I do like here. I do like to see. What I would love to see here now is a higher, lower, low scenario. But if we just come down, it's fine. Why? Because we have created this low and we have created this high. That's still the highest point. So if you break that low, we close below it. And the dollar, you know, we have a confirmation here on the euro index. We kind of have a good orientation. Like the target is super clear. All right. And that is that liquidity that's been built up below. That looks ready to be taken out. So yeah, I would be very surprised if they would leave this behind. And of course, we're getting rejected at that range, that internal range, okay? That consolidation, that expansion, that retracement, that rejection, building up the liquidity to build a new target, to then take out the lows, to then look for high targets if necessary. Somewhat in that manner. But for now, that's definitely something that's on my radar here. So potential short below is definitely something that I would like to take. Win or lose, it marks all the boxes here. Hello, how long have you been trading? I've been trading since 2017, since 2020. I went all in. Pretty much the only thing that I was doing at that point. Okay, we're seemingly coming down here. It is 2020. We can wait for the 5-minute candle closure has been done. I think a 1-minute candle closure, 3-minute candle closure is enough here. Euro index starting to look weaker. Can we close below? If you close the body below, I will enter. I will enter there. That liquidity below, man. That rejection and that liquidity below here. It just looks too attractive right now. Too attractive right here. Okay, we have 30 seconds. My opinion, no need to wait for a 3-minute candle here. Euro building up the same stuff. Wide stop loss above the highs. Crazy spread here. Directional buy is still decent. Beware of spread, guys. I don't know, it depends on your broker, obviously. I'm looking to come down, take out the lows here. Stop loss above the highs here. 0.5% on my trade. Euro British pound coming down, looking to come down, take out the lows here. And, you know, good strong rejection at that point, coming down right now. Let's go. Crazy spread, by the way. We are in position. I do expect a bigger move here. If we are gonna come down right now, I do expect a bigger move. Of course, it's all about securing ourselves. Be careful of the spread in this case here. I've always traded with Owanda, and I'm trading on TradingView for you guys. So This is something I have to deal with right now, but it's okay. Kill the long gold. Let me see where gold is right now. Stop loss is in profit already. Yeah, I think maybe you're actually right here. Yesterday people were talking about it yet. Also, didn't want to do it yet. Was a good decision. But as of now, I do like it. I agree with what you were saying here. Might be looking at it. I agree with what you're saying here for gold. If you do break this low, I'm gonna get out of the position here for gold. So thank you for mentioning that. I agree with you. It's a beautiful low here. Might be close to my position. I'll still observe it, not close it like straight away. But yeah. Why is the spread so higher? I haven't seen this that much often in my trading or my live streams as well. This is quite unique, quite crazy, to be honest. However, the target is significantly large, so it's kind of fine in this case. Okay, I'm gonna close 300 bucks right now already. No time to waste here. That's to secure myself a little bit, guys. Hope you understand it for the spread. I'm gonna close a portion. Boom. Stop loss is gonna go and break even. And we are secured. We are secured. 50% taken out. 50% taken out and we are secured here. So if we get break even, we will break even. We will not make money, we will break even because of the spread and so on and so on. But yeah, obviously, this is an absolute banger. Rega, welcome to the stream. We're gonna take out that liquidity. At least that's what I want to see right now. Taking out the liquidity here. Secure yourself and break even to take some profits. Ladies and gentlemen, press a win in the chat. Okay? Press a win in the chat right now. Let's go. And smash that like button. Let's make it an epic start of the stream. NFP is coming. I'm super excited for Friday. We're going to trade the NFP here. We crushed the CPI. We crushed the FOMC. I want to crush the NFP. That will be a very good month for me personally then. In that case here. Yeah, that's a significant drop. Significant drop to the downside. We are now... no, that's a significant drop here. There we go. Gold is still doing its thing. Nothing to worry about. We had to break this low. So nothing too close here. And wow, look at that, guys. Look at that. I might be actually trailing my position here. Putting my take profit a bit lower because... you never know how far it will take us with that amount of volume and that liquidity below. That's pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts here. So again, take profits right now. We're already at TP2 here. We're already at TP2 right now. I'm going to take some more profits right here. There's no need for me to keep it completely open. However, let me see how many lots. I think we're going to close roughly around another 5.7. 5.7. Done. Let me know who took this trade right here. What an obvious trade was this. This is textbook. This is again our favorite kind of setup, right? That consolidation expansion, that coming up. Again, it's the same thing as what we did with gold. Coming up, that liquidity building, rejection at the value area low, that consolidation and that break, and then that falling knife. That's what I mean. That's truly what's called momentum here, and how we trade the momentum here. Okay, these setups are truly the setups that we're looking for to really crush it and actually benefit from the momentum. Okay, that's what we're looking for. In January, I remember, was it in January? February? February. We saw these setups, these type of setups all the time. All the time. And last month, it slowed down a little bit. But, you know, when they come back, it feels fantastic. So secure yourself. Make sure you put your stop loss on a slight profit already. We took already two TPs here. So TP1, TP2. TP1 was here, TP2 was around there. And I think that TP3 will be a lower target if we decide to come down. I want to see these stop losses all here around this range, you know, getting taken out here. That's it. Regardless, put your stop loss and break even. There is for me some crazy spread for some reason. I have never experienced this before. I don't know why it is. I need to sort this out as well. But for you guys, maybe it's not as bad as it for me. Yeah, pretty much is for me here. However, profits are taken. Ronnie, 7k profit. Wow. Close because of spread. Very good trade. Yeah, it was pretty nuts. Pretty crazy. Okay. 300, let's say around 900 bucks has been closed. Okay, so I'm not the only one regards to the spread here. Okay, usually we do not really trade the Euro GBP. It's just like whenever I see a setup like this, guys, I just cannot leave it. Okay, it's just yeah, extremely high probability setup. But if the target was not that big, it would have been a different story. So you know, that's the overall reason here. Yeah, so far gold is still doing its thing. After this trade, by the way, we're going to go back to the yen and actually look at where the yen is at. That's absolutely beautiful. Rand says $100 profit on the 10k account. That's great. That's great. Great to hear. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, the liquidity here, I want to see it coming down. So I moved it a little bit more to the downside. I don't know exactly where we're actually gonna close it, but if we do break this low, guys, and this is important, if we do break this particular low and we close it below that level, I do not recommend you to enter a bigger position here. But you know, that gives us a really significant confirmation because that's the low on a bigger scale that put in this particular high. If you then break this low and you close below this low, you kind of have a good confirmation that we might be pulling back towards this low, that low around here. And this is where the majority of the liquidity is at. So it kind of makes sense here. It kind of makes sense. If you would come down right now, Man. Sate says running 9k profit. Wow. Some big G's here. Some big G's in the chat. We have a giveaway at like what? 600 likes today. 600 likes, we have a giveaway. Giveaway has to be a little bit bigger when we make a win like this, obviously. Stop loss. Okay, let's see if we can get rejected here right now. If you look for the continuation, we look extremely weak. If we really come down right here, we're going to put our stop loss above these highs soon. Right now, you can put your stop loss at 86,354. So 86,354. Just if you have the same problem like me with the spreads here, you secure yourself for sure. You know, and you actually made some good money here. So yeah. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna get a drink. Massive giveaway indeed, Benjamin, when we have 10k members in our Discord right now. If you want to join our Discord, by the way, our beautiful, beautiful Discord, okay, then this is the absolute moment to join. I didn't share any... Oh, no, wait. I will, by the way. We're constantly sharing setups, also in the Manta charts, for free, okay? We had a gold trade yesterday. The gold trade that I'm actually in right now was actually given in the Manta charts as well. You can join. We have now around 9,400 members in our community. We're coming closer and closer to the big 10k. Once we're there, you know, we're going to do something really, really big. We're going to do something big as well. Setups of the community. If you are new and you like what we do here in general, introduce yourself as well. It's nice to get to know the community a little bit. We are actually human beings here, okay? We are no numbers on a screen. No, we're human beings. We like to know each other a little bit. Don't have to go in detail. Regardless, it's always nice to give yourself an introduction if you want to. Okay? Again, stop loss at 86,354. Just because of the spread situation. That's in my opinion the best one. Yeah. All right, done. The spread was crazy. However, the overall trade was so good that we made still around, and I need to see here, 760,000, well, like almost $1,500 on this trade here. Quick scalp. So fantastic, guys. If you're still in this trade and you don't have that actual spread problem, like Lorenzo has, okay, you can hold your trade a little bit longer, and you can take it down towards these lows here. Okay, give me 1 second. Be right back. Oh man, I need to learn this, man. That mic, that mic situation here. So I'm out of this trade, guys. Beautiful, absolutely fantastic. Okay. Yeah, hope you guys close it in profit. You took a lot of profits here from this trade right now. Overall, we made around $1,500 in this position. I think we are creeping up again already. So yeah, secure yourself. Yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful start of the stream. Do you have Telegram? Not yet, not yet. We're gonna create a Telegram very soon. I will announce this on the stream. So if there is another Lorenzo telling you that he created a Telegram, it's not me. Because there are a lot of scammers right now. In Discord as well, unfortunately. I have no idea what AI Prime Trade is or something like that. Some weird broker. So if I message you with an account and I talk about a broker where you need to deposit your money on, like AI Prime Trade or something like that, that's not me. So be careful. Be very careful. Okay. Let me know if you guys took some profits here, and if you guys are out of the position, so we can move forward. Dennis says I had 4 Lorenzo's contacted me in the last 24 hours. That's insane, man. Yeah, our team is gonna look into it. We're gonna find a way. Yeah. All right. So, what's up with gold? Gold is still not breaking lows. No need to close our position here. Let's get to the dollar. So the dollar right now, the dollar is building a tremendous amount of liquidity right now at the moment. So what we're currently seeing here is that the dollar has been coming down, but not in a way I would like to see the dollar coming down here. In my opinion, this looks like we're starting to build more liquidity, and we're going to just at some point break, come up, and come back towards these highs again. If that happens, fantastic. All good. But, of course, I would love to see the yen creeping up further and further, but we're already reversing here, okay? The main reason why now also the euro is coming back up again is because of the yen here, okay? Sometimes there is like a negative correlation between the euro and the yen. Sometimes there's a negative correlation between the dollar and the yen. It changes around here. The money is moving. Okay, in this case, you see that when the euro is coming up a little bit, the yen is coming down. So when the yen starts coming down, you know, you saw already that the euro against the British pound was coming up here. So that's important to mention. Let's see what the dollar is doing right now, and if it can break at some point. And let's see where the euro against the US dollar is. Or GU or something like that. It's actually better to look at the euro at the moment then. Sorry, the GU. Jonathan says, have Discord copyright your name and avatar. No version of it can be used. Okay, we will look into it. We will look into it. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. In the end, of course, you have to be careful in general. Like, I will not really message you unless I will tag you publicly and say, hey, I messaged you. You know, you see my name. My name is Red, so you know it's me. All right, GU is building the same liquidity here. Beautiful, beautiful start of the stream. Quick in and out right here. A lot of volume coming into the market at that moment. I said GBP Canadian dollar sells before. I want to be a little bit careful right now with the spreads here. So I want to stick with the majors. So let's say GU, EU, AU, maybe GJ, and then gold, US30, Nasdaq. What do you euro against the euro against the yen? Hello Renzo, I got a DM from you regarding purchasing auto trading. Was it really you? No. Unfortunately not. That's not me. Okay, so in regards to the dollar, I want to see this break above here. Pretty straightforward. I think at some point we can do it. The question is, where is the low? The local low. Okay, is that in this range? And are we gonna actually close above this high, the 104.453, to come back up towards this high? So my suggestion is to wait for that break. I'm gonna set an alert there. Sorry, this break. My bad. 104.471. My bad. It's of course this high that created this low. Why? Yeah, it created a low. So you need to break that high. That created the last low. So let me set an alert right there. Could happen anytime. Anytime. Do you still live in Bali? I still live in Bali, yes. I still live in Bali. Okay, the dollar. So let's look at the Australian dollar against US dollar or GU, something like that. Euro USD. We're starting to look weaker. Locally, we start to look weaker. We're coming from an important zone. We have built liquidity here. We're not taking out any lows. This is a higher high. Okay. Internally, we have been building a tremendous amount of liquidity right now to the downside. So this is the low that we need to break. If we break the 106.786 or 787, we can look for shorts. That was the rejection. Good rejection of that range. Potential shorts below. And let's see which one is weaker. Is it the euro against the British pound? Is it the British pound? Is it the euro? It seems that the British pound is weaker. We're building the same amount of liquidity right there. We have equal highs there. We have equal highs. We want to take out these highs first. Break a low. Then maybe break a low here. And then look at it. Euro looks a little bit cleaner, if you ask me. But we're starting to really, look a lot weaker right now. Right guy, greetings from Jakarta. Greetings, my man. Abu Kabar. Jonathan says, it's definitely in Discord's best interest to ensure its leaders' profiles are not copied. Yeah, so there is a way to make sure that people cannot even join the Discord with my name. So they get banned immediately. We're trying to figure it out. At the same time, we had a They found another way. So let's say you come in, and you pretty much get banned if you use my name, but then you change the name straight away once you're in. You change like an O, or you change like a little, you know, whatever. Iman, do you have an open position? We just had a winning trade a couple minutes ago. We're looking for the next one, which is the Euro USD or GU, if the dollar decides to break these highs. Man, Australian dollar is absolutely getting smashed as well, by the way. It's also important to mention. But I do like I like it when I see that liquidity getting built up here. I would love to see a higher high. I would love to see a higher high and a lower low, and break the low and sell from there. Something like that I would love to see here. You know, something like this. That would be the ideal case scenario for GU, in my opinion. And then sell it down towards the lows, of course. Right there. And the euro, yeah, the euro is quite clear. The euro is quite clear. Why? Because there is a clear high and there is a clear low. So we're starting just to build liquidity. Just want to see the dollar now making that move. If the dollar doesn't make that move, then we don't have to force a trade. We let the trade come to us. Why don't you trade the dollar yen? Because of the correlation, the negative correlation between the dollar yen. That's what makes it sometimes a more difficult and more yeah, it's a little bit more of a difficult pair, just because of the correlation between the yen and the dollar. I like the dollar yen for higher time frame setups, like 4 hour, 8 hour daily trade setups. You know, intraday swing trading. I've not taken that many trades dollar yen wise on stream. If I look at if I just think a little bit in the past right now, it has always been, you know, euro against yen, GJ, you know, GU, EU, that type of stuff. If you're talking about forex pairs here. How do you know your pair trade for the day? Well, if we're looking right now at the New York session, what I tend to look at the most is just where is the liquidity built? Like certain structures in the market that align very well with the assets that are correlated to it. And that gives me quite a good indication. For people that don't really know me, that are new right now, welcome. And what we look at here is the dollar index. It's quite known. But the Japanese yen basket is already a little bit less known. The euro index is also a little bit less known. The volatility index as well. Okay, these are all, you know, these are the indicators that we use. Okay, instead of using an actual indicator, we use price action or leverage price action in combination with a confirmation from an indicator, which is in essence a correlated asset class or currency. And what the dollar is doing right now is actually very, very good. Yeah, I really like it as well. That's why I'm waiting for the euro to just come down at some point and close a body below the last low, so we can take it down towards the lows. We have news coming in an hour, so keep in mind it's dollar news. It's high. It's red folder impact as well. Who knows? Do you trade Ace in session? I have traded it once. I have traded it lately and I really liked it. The reason why I like the Ace in session is because the consistent volume. Yes, there is lower volume. But it's, out of my personal experience, much less manipulated, much more consistent. Which is actually quite interesting, quite nice here. However, if I had to choose, of course, obviously, I would still always go for the New York session as my favorite, just because of the, you know, the volume, the explosiveness, the momentum. If you catch the right momentum and you catch the right trade at the right time, you can make some serious gains, some quick gains, especially. I don't know, how long were we in the Euro GBP trade? I think it was 10 minutes. Could be a little bit longer, but I think it was around 10 minutes. So potential lows, the dollar needs to break a buffer. So we're waiting for a higher high. And yeah, for gold, indeed, when we're breaking it high, we might be closing our gold trade here. We might be closing this position. So far, we are coming up and we're waiting for that break. And that break is at 9064.82. But if the dollar decides to flip, then I would kind of understand that we're going to take out some of these lows. There is potential. There is definitely a high likelihood that we could take out the lows. And that I should just close the position around that zone here. In a nice profit as well. So again, if you're new, if you just watch right now, we're waiting for the dollar to break the high. And then whatever fits best, we take again. So this is our second trade from today's session. It could be EU, it could be GU, it could be gold. It just depends on where these pairs are at right now when looking at the dollar. In regards to EU, for example, it is quite clear what we're looking for. Okay, and that is a break of this low. The 106.785. Why? Because that's the highest point of this. That's the highest point. So then you have to look. Okay, which low created which high? And that is obviously the this one right here. So this is the low you want to break. We're coming down already. So that means that the dollar is coming up. And you see how weak the euro is because the dollar didn't came up that much. Yet the euro is absolutely tanking already. So that's interesting. That is absolutely interesting here. Let's see what GU is doing. Same for GU. For GU, yeah, the point is that we have to then break, this low. I think euro usually is okay. Let's see the dollar. Let's go. Let's break the highs. We're waiting for the moment. Breaking the highs. Gold. Gold is not moving. Gold is not coming down. Coming closer, closer. Looking good, looking good. Do you trade a personal account or fund account? Personal account. Is there a broker you can demo trade with on TradingView? Yeah, I think every broker that you see on TradingView has demo options, I assume. Lorenzo, how long do you plan to do live shows? Man, it's I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm in the now. I'm in the present. I'm enjoying it right now. I have no particular end date here. No particular end date at all. At all. So yeah, this month, pretty huge month. We started, of course, with the FOMC. CPI we did on our account, 2 accounts. That was big. That was big. So 15, 20, 21. Let's see what the dollar is doing, by the way. Not yet. Then we had a loss. Win, 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 win. Small wins, small wins, small wins. Loss. Bigger win. Like you see that, you know, these small wins constantly, they add on. These are all partials, obviously. But they really do add on here. But, you know, every now and then you can catch that massive trade. And that's what we're looking for. So, yes, what we're doing right now is we're taking profits, you know, very quickly. But, you know, at some point we're going to catch that trade that turns into a 200 pip, 300 pip trade. That's just, you know, keeps piling in. And I think this is where this strategy is built on. This is exactly what we're doing here. For example, Euro GBP had that potential. This is an example. Because we traded that today. But that's pretty much the overall you know, reason why we're doing this, to catch also now and then that like one massive trade here. And of course that doesn't always happen. But when it happens, it happens, and you see these falling knives. Usually it's a falling knife because we short more than we long. I don't know why. It's just my bias is more related to shorting than longing. No particular reason why. But I think every trader has that a bit. All right. I don't know why that is. But it has to do simply with the psychology, where you're used to the way you look at the charts on a regular basis. Especially on the lower time frame. On the higher time frame, the medium time frame, I of course take almost the same amount of longs as I take shorts. But when I'm like scalping, or when I'm doing like, you know, day trading, it tends to be more related to shorts usually. I don't know why. Dennis said that mentality change with profitability like crazy. Would want every trade to be a big boy. Yeah. So the way you do this, you build a strategy around it, where you can actually, you know, make sure that you always take some profits. But then, even if you take some profits, you know, the rest of your trade can really turn into a bigger position. So the first TP is always the most important. Euro is coming down. Euro is coming down. It is 21:03. We need to wait for the 5-minute candle closure. 1 hour candle closure has been completed. This looks like a candle that wants to come down here. It's not looking good. A lot of sellers are stepping in right here. We know that there is a bunch of liquidity built up below. We need to wait for a 5-minute candle closure. GUs are coming down indeed. However, for GU, the structure itself was a little bit choppy. Still beautiful, but a little bit choppy here. Okay, dollar is making a move. Dollar is breaking. The dollar needs to do the same thing. So the dollar needs to break above. And then the euro needs to break below here. We're not gonna get in before. Why? You can get swiped into your position. You know, you can get stopped out. Wait for that closure. How many lots do you use? I don't use particular amount of lots. I'm not really calculating pips as well. I'm just looking at the the risk to reward. Is my risk worth the reward or the potential reward? And based on that, I think about percentages of my portfolio and that type of stuff. Okay, show you what you normally trade. So yeah, I can share it with you right now. There we go. I would like to focus much more on these pairs. And the sub pairs below are actually really optional. So the majority will be the ones that I see here on top. And of course the commodities and indices right here. The currency index is just the indicator. The correlation that we're looking for. Okay, no closure below. I don't think we're gonna close below yet. So no trade. Dollar has been tapping, has not been closing above that high either. So far we still look at a rejection here. Lorenz, what do you think of for a long-term short on GJ? I would be very careful right now with any long-term trades. Why? Because the NFP is coming out this Friday. The non-farm payrolls. Yeah, when news comes out like this, everything goes nuts. Either your direction or it just flips on you just like that. So if you're looking for a trade, then look for a trade if you really want to trade it just before the NFP or just after the NFP. So now I would say, okay, get your money, and take it out of the market as soon as possible, or secure yourself at least. Does Redfall the news affect this trading dollar New Zealand dollar? It could affect, if the dollar makes a massive move, it could affect pretty much all currencies. It could definitely be the case here. Obviously, some of them more than others. The Japanese yen, for example, usually gets pretty massively affected by what the dollar is doing. Let's make sure that this actual closure. There we go. Yeah, I think the dollar is also going to wait potentially. Like, I was already surprised that we already saw it happening. That closure would have been a good confirmation. But I think we have news coming, right? We have the New York Stock Exchange opening news coming as well. So there is no rush here. There's no rush here. We're going to let the price come to us. Same for gold. Same for gold, by the way. If you do break particular lows here. Let's say we see rejection here and we break particular lows. It could be good. If you wanted to pay no taxes, don't use a stop loss. What made you choose Bali? The nature, you know, the climate, the food, the beach, the surfing. I come from Europe, right? I come from the Netherlands, so we do not have. We have a beach, but it's the most deadliest sea in the world, actually, the North Sea, the most dangerous, one of the most dangerous seas in the world here. So not really a place where I would like to surf. You know, in like a swimsuit and all, no, like, how do you call it? Like a bodysuit and all of that stuff. No, I want to see palm trees. I want to see, you know, I want to drink a coconut after I'm done surfing, and I want to trade. And by the way, another reason is I live in Indonesia right now, right? So it is right now 9 p.m. here. So that's for me. I like it. I like it. I like to have the New York session in the evening. For me, it's also quite nice in general to have it a little bit later. You know, do the session with you guys, go to bed. Yeah, so gold, 1964.82 or 1965.9, one of those. I'm very curious to the dollar. Let's see if we can close above that high. Same for the euro, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I would love to see the euro, by the way, you know, taking out the highs here and breaking below. Anyway, so can one think of a long on the Euro GBP on the 15th minute? So, yeah, obviously we're going to be very careful with new trades. It's like the spread was ridiculous, even though the trade was amazing. A long on the 15 minute. Let me come back here. There is still too much liquidity below right now at the moment. Too much of that trend line liquidity below here that I think needs to be taken out. We have created a lower low as well, not a higher high. So this is on the 15 minute. We got rejected here. We got rejected right now here. A lot of sellers are stepping in. It doesn't feel good to look for longs right there, in my opinion. When I look at the Euro GBP here right now, at the moment. No, we need to break some serious highs, come back, you know, and then maybe look for the continuation. But I will be patient until that moment, for longs at least. Mr. Lunari, my man, hope you're doing well. Thank you for your question. Did you see the 18-year-old who jumped off a cruise and got eaten by a shark in the Bahamas? No, I haven't seen that one. Ever since you know, Elon Musk and stuff took over Twitter, my Twitter has been looking a little bit strange. I've seen a lot of weird videos lately. I cannot show them anymore on YouTube as well. Some of them are just a bit too much. But no, I haven't seen that video. So yeah, simply waiting for that reaction. We have literally the New York Stock Exchange opening in 15 minutes from now. Okay, 15 minutes. Gold is still coming up. No lower low created, so yeah, we're still in position since there. Still in position since this range. Stop loss is gonna go, yeah, it's gonna go underneath this low already. And let's see if it can break above the 90.64. I would love to see this breaking there. So we're waiting for gold here to make a move here. Right now we're still in like a no trading zone in my opinion around this range. It's pretty unclear. The bias is very unclear as well as for the dollar. So just my suggestion is to wait for the dollar now to make that move. The Nasdaq is another thing they would like to talk about right now, because now is the moment when the New York Stock Exchange is going to open. And I want you to be aware of the fact that we are coming closer and closer. We're actually already there to that particular high here. And this is an important high, absolutely important high to take consideration for the Nasdaq right now, because if you look at it, we created that low and we came back up right now. And if you draw the Fibonacci from swing high to swing low here, you are coming now to the 62%. That is the 618. We're right on it right now. The body is right there. You see it? The body is right on the 618 on the weekly. On the weekly. We're seeing also that we are closing our weekly candle in 2 days and 8 hours, okay? We have been coming up parabolic the last couple of weeks. Very, very overextended as well here. So, starting to look for, potential shorts from this range is, in my opinion, a pretty valid range to look for. What needs to happen, though, is you need to zoom in a little bit more. And what you want to see is you want to see the correlated pair. That's the volatility index. Really making a solid bounce and actually holding here. Because this is also not looking, fantastic whatsoever, looking at it, in my opinion, right now. And ever since I'm still waiting for the moment where we actually can come back towards this low. And to make the massive expansion, or see that massive expansion happening from there. That did not happen. So we are starting to look a little bit unstable here. However, if you just take it to the lower time frame, and I think this is where we have to play it on for now, for this trade or for this stream, if you want to look for trades here, and then we just simply have to look for some solid structure. That means that we would hold around this zone. We would come down, we would bounce, we create a higher high. And if we create a higher high, we take a short from there for the Nasdaq, not of course the volatility index. The Nasdaq, something in that manner. So we take out the lows, we come down, we tap into that zone, we tap into the lows that created these highs, come back, and then looking for the continuation. I think that could happen very quickly when the New York Stock Exchange actually opens up. You see the most manipulation happening around the time regardless. So what tends to happen is that you then will shoot up, right? And then be shorted coming down, whatever. Somewhat in that manner, because if you look on the 30-minute, this is ready to come. This is starting to look very weak. It's starting to look very weak here. So be aware of that for the next, let's say, 20 minutes. You have the New York Stock Exchange opening in 10 minutes. The indices are always moving quite significantly when that happens. Obviously, when the stock market opens up. So that's why it's a good moment to focus on the indices a little bit and to see how gold is moving, as well as, of course, the dollar. For now, no higher for the dollar. So no trade here. And the euro against British pound looking again beautiful. And it looks like we can look for new trades here, but I'm not going to take the risk. Also not for you guys anymore. We made a really good trade on this one, but the spread, and especially around the New York Stock Exchange open here, is not going to be worth it. I'm going to figure out why that was, by the way, because it's quite unusual. Could be the timing, but it was not that exactly at around the New York Open. So I will figure it out. Lorenzo, anything you wish you knew when you started that you know now? Yes, absolutely. So let me first say this. So everything has its, you know, every negative has a positive, right? Every positive has a negative. So every negative experience has positive experience. There's always something that you can learn from, or whatever it is, in both cases. So like what I did, for example, you know, my personality type, I'm very interested in a lot of different things. I like a lot of different things. I like to learn a lot of different things at the same time. That's why I'm so obsessed with chess right now, you know, playing poker, you know, trading. Like, it's all similar, but it's completely different as well. We went out for a second here. There we go. I think it's all good. There we go. I think it's all good. Let me see. Check. All good? Okay, perfect. Yes, so what I did, I was trying too many different things in life. Okay? So I was building my character up, right? And then you have all these different levels, you know? I was doing this, I was doing that, I was doing that, and I was building all these different things up. And let's say I was like a 6 or 7 at every single skill. But I was not a 10. I was not a 10 on not a single one of them. And I realized that it's better to start out with one skill and to build that one skill out to a 10 or a 9, like as close as you can get it. Really focus on that one thing in order to succeed in life, to build up your character. From there, from that success, from that particular one skill that you can always trust and build on, you can start building out all these other facets in your life to improve and to take yourself to the next level from there. Okay? So I was spreading myself too thin for a too long period of time until I realized, no, I need to focus on this one thing and one thing only, and that's going to change my life. And that was trading. And I decided to fully commit myself to trading and nothing else, be fully obsessed with trading. And, you know, now we're at a stage where, you know, you can start experimenting again. You can start building other things again in your life. You can start working on the other levels as well. So if I would tell my son right now, you know, hey, listen, if you want to succeed in life, focus on that one thing that you're obsessed with, that you really like to do. And from there, start building out these other things in your life as well. You need that focus. You need that kind of almost obsessive nature if you want to succeed, in my opinion. Okay, so we're coming closer now to the New York Stock Exchange to open up. 8 more minutes. Gold is ranging. It's still ranging around that particular zone. We're overall still in like a bigger range since pretty much, let's say, yesterday. You know, yesterday in New York, we started to get into that range and we've never really left. So we really need to break above or below it, you know, in order to look for, you know, something in gold here. The dollar right now is doing what we wanted to do here. Okay, we're seeing some demand coming in, stepping into the market again. The EURUSD is one of our cleanest setups, in my opinion, right now. If you look at these particular lows, I would love to see though. Okay, we have been breaking out. Yes, we have created a higher high. Okay, we have actually swiped the highs here. We have swiped these highs. That's good. That's actually very good. So now you have to look at, okay, what's the last low that created a high? That's this low. That's the low you want to break. And if the dollar breaks that high, fantastic. Dollar, in my opinion, can break that high. Would love to see also actually a lower low getting created. So give it a little bit of time still, because we still have the news coming in 30 minutes. So be aware of that as well. I think that is super important. And then the Nasdaq, yeah, the Nasdaq is all about the next expansion first, coming up, and then reversing. Be very careful with the Nasdaq during this time. We have news coming. Plus, you don't want to be manipulated in a position and then immediately reverse on you. So you can, in my opinion, always just better wait and look for the reversal after that. So, you know, manipulation and then a reversal. It's not always coming in fruition. Sometimes it goes straight away in that one particular direction. It's never the same. But for me personally, it's better if you wait for that reaction here. Bro, GJ, yeah, GJ is in our list. Okay, so yeah, we saw the yen coming down, but the dollar reversed here. So the value area high, perfectly, perfect tap, perfect move here. That was that value area high here. You see right there. You came, you tapped into that zone, into that level perfectly, and you came up. It's actually beautiful. Yeah, you're gonna face some serious resistance right here. Okay, we have been taking out the lows before. Fantastic. Now we can look for continuation, but you really need to break this high here. Because you're right now reaching that area of supply right there. Right now, you really need to break it if you want to do something there. Or if you get rejected there, it's also important to mention. If you get rejected there, then maybe internally you can look for something else here. If the yen decides to actually come down. So it's another layer. But yeah, an important one as well here. If you look at the yen, coming down. Okay, we came up significantly. We came down after that, so we tapped into these highs. Yeah, if the dollar kept dropping, creating that lower low, would have been a different story, but we flipped. And we saw the yen here coming down. So you want to break this low. So let's set an alert right here. 3 more minutes till the open. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. If you break this high, you have something really good here. If the yen decides to come down and break the low. But you want to break this high. You want to definitely break the high here. Or you want to come down a little bit more and wait for a pullback and then look for the continuation. One of those. Prince, hello Lorenzo, hope you're doing well. I'm late to the show today. I hope you're doing well, my man. You missed out on a beautiful trade. However, the New York Stock Exchange opens up right now. News is coming in 30 minutes, so we're going for round 2 here. We know what to look for. Okay. The Euro USD is still my favorite. The Euro and the dollar are aligning very well. Everything is looking good here. We have 20 seconds till the open. EU breaking lows. EJ, yeah, okay. Yeah, we took that EJ trade, bro. But you saw the spread we had. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, the commissions were quite high. Overall, great target regardless. So all good, all good. Let's see if the dollar will come down here. We have to open right now. And we're waiting for the news. We are waiting for the news here. It's gonna be interesting. The JOLTS openings right now in 28 minutes. Let me set an alert here for GJ. All the alerts are pretty much set. So keep a close eye on the Nasdaq. The market has opened. All right, first move is significantly up. Okay. But this is always the first move. So, you know, you never really know. You're tapping down the point of control of that range. First layer. Immediately, shorters coming into play here. There we go. Look at the 15-minute. That's the last low. That's the last low here. Look at the 1 hour, by the way, guys. Keep a close eye on the 1 hour. Look at where we're at. Really. Keep a close eye on it right now. We are at a weekly level. Weekly highs. We have a massive gap to fill up here. Lows are taken out and continuing here would not surprise me whatsoever right now. We are at the point of control of that level. And we are seeing a lot of sellers stepping in already here. Great start. Okay. So if you see that flip and we close. And we close a 15-minute candle. It's the most important one. The first 15 minutes of the open. Below the previous one. We can maybe continue for these for potential shorts right there. Okay. Alert also on the Nasdaq. Gold ranging, nothing. Dollar waiting for the news. How do I get an invite link to your Discord? So you can join. Our link is in the description. It's in the chat. It's pinned as well. Okay, we have we're gonna do something really big during the or like when we reach the 10,000 members in our community. It's an exciting moment. We are coming closer and closer. So yeah, we are now at 9,452 members right here. You can join, links in the description. And the meta charts are there. Obviously, the meta chart, this is where I share setups as well when I'm not live here. All right. So super important. Okay, gold's creeping up. Good. Good start. So news is coming in 24 minutes. I'm just very curious right now to the actual like real move here. You never know before the news. We know usually what the dollar tends to do, it tends to go into the other direction. I mean, this is just personally what I've experienced many times beforehand. Can we come down? We can come down, but in order to then confirm that and that bias as well, we need to break the low. We need to take out these lows that are built up here, which then completely changes up the bias as well. So we have this level and we have this internal level. These are the two levels that we have to watch out for right now for the dollar. And these are actually the two most relevant levels that I think matter the most. And it's all now related to gold, to Euro USD, to all of that stuff here. Okay, I like what gold is doing. Getting pushed down a little bit. Yeah, we have to wait for this 50-minute candle. The first 15 minutes of the New York Stock Exchange, plus the news coming out soon. My suggestion for you guys is to be a little bit patient right now. The major trades were taken, just around the New York Open, the pre-open. Now it's time to really wait for that to come out and to then anticipate on the outcome here, and then from there we all look further, and we have everything ready here. GJ, okay, yeah. GJ, I saw it already breaking. Yeah, same thing. We have to wait. We have to wait right now with trading. In my opinion. At least the next 50-minute candle closure. Great how we bounced here. Timing is just super important. Because it's so easy to flip on the market around this time here. We're coming closer over to the overall range. Overall, this is quite good. So the way it has been building up the liquidity, to then take it out, to tap into the previous range and to bounce from there and create a higher high. It is a really good sign here. So we're starting to look much better. Wait for the break, retest before going long on gold. So yeah, I think that's indeed the scenario here. You want to see closure above the 9064.68. So that closure is the main difference here. Is the absolute is in my opinion game changer. Because every single time we come up, we are getting pushed down here. So you want to close the body below above here. So for GJ right now, you're like, okay, yes, a lot, feel like a lot of FOMO, right? You see it coming up that much, and you're like, okay, I need to get in. But at the same time, look at this here. We have the value area, the point of control here. So let's say you go long right now, okay? And you reach this zone. You're going to see sellers stepping into the market here. I can already guarantee you that. Sellers are going to step into the market here. And you're going to get pushed down. If I want to look for longs, it is looking nice, I want to look for retest. I want to come down and I want to look for retest before actually continuing, its journey to the upside here. Entering here with this overall range, with the timing in the market, the dollar news coming out related to the end. First 15 minutes of the New York Stock Exchange open, which has a massive impact on the overall market in general. All these factors combined here makes me not want to enter right now in GJ, even though probably, and I think a lot of people are feeling the same thing. I have that FOMO right now. Okay, I need to enter GJ now. It's gonna go without me. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But the most important part is the timing as well here. So 4 more minutes to the open. Look at the Nasdaq. Yeah, same thing right now. So this is a beautiful example. Look at GJ, by the way, guys. Look at that. Look at this. It's getting pushed down already. Sellers are already starting to come into the market. Why? We are coming back into that bigger range from underneath. All right, so we're actually trying to push back into that range, which we left before. Of course, when that happens now, around this time, it's gonna just induce a lot of people to go long and to then potentially reverse on them. So just be very careful with GJ right now. For the Nasdaq, I think the Nasdaq, we're going to find something similar. To be honest, I think something similar will actually happen here. Also, again, the 15-minute candle closure is the most important candle. We have 2 minutes left for that to happen. We will come back into this range right now. Same thing right here. The question is, are we at some point going to flip? I think it's still likely. If we do come down and we flip here and we zoom out, and we create a lower low. In my opinion, if we now break this low and we close below, man, I think we're going to come down. And we're going to come down significantly right there. So, in this scenario right now, during this time, it's all about patience here. Very interesting that we're already coming down. Dollar now is breaking that low. This is a very strong reversal signal here for the dollar. Breaking this low right here is super important to understand. The fact that we're breaking this low after creating a massive higher high. We are closing our 50-minute candle in 1 minute. Oh, wow, gold's making moves. That's beautiful. Yeah, people are already saying in the community, close your position on gold. Close it. But the most important part is to just keep a close eye on the... Keep a close eye on the lower lows, sorry, the internal low lows. So my brain went out there for a second. The internal lower lows. If you create an internal lower low, I would have potentially indeed closed the position here. It's yesterday's position or today's position. This is, we already did a trade today. We did the Euro GBP. We did a short. This session, this trade was from yesterday's session, still in. We closed this one. Also mentioned this one on the mentor charts for free. If you want to join, you can join. If you're new, you can find it right there. Okay, I'm gonna keep sharing setups right there, you know, for free on a regular basis. I think it adds a lot of value to the Discord, besides our beautiful community here. Okay. 15-minute candle closures coming. News coming in 15 minutes. Manipulation before the news. Some weird price action currently New York Stock Exchange maybe here. Well, if we break the low here, I'm definitely gonna look for shorts. That's a no-brainer. Looking from the higher time frame. Euro is for sure invalidated for now. Of course, we've created that higher high for the dollar. Price never came back to our initial area. No need to close my position for gold yet. I think we're gonna keep it open a little bit until let's see what the news is doing here, because I think it indeed has some more potential. We were looking at like these particular levels above here, but you know, we have to find out. We have to see here how this news plays out here. Just because there is still a bunch of more liquidity built up above here that I do believe has not been completely taken out. We have now that gap here. But again, this is a significant higher high. So be careful around that range. Let's see how the retest will be. AJ says numbers leaked apparently. Is that so? If you have a source, let me know. I've never I've seen this one time before. Job openings. I'm in Discord. Where do I see your trades or trade ideas in the mentor charts? Numbers leaked. Okay, please send me the source if you have some information in regards to that right here. Thank you. Thank you. Man, it's crazy moves before the actual red folder news here. Very, very interesting. Let's see how weak the dollar will be here. We are gonna see if we can close this kind of below. We already closed the first 15-minute below that zone. This looks like a flip here. But the news, man, I'm just so curious right now if you're gonna flip. If that happens, we will see a massive turnaround. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep a very close eye on the Euro USD, keep a very close eye on gold. You know, keep a very close eye on all these different pairs right now and assets right now. Same as GJ. Okay, everything is pumping right now, but the actual news is coming. The actual news is coming in around 10 minutes from now. Car Culture says dollar index is gonna pump bullish with the news. Looking wild. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think will happen with the dollar here? Continuation to the downside? You think the news will have an effect? You think that indeed the numbers are leaked? I haven't seen it. personally. I was looking for it. Let me know. Nasdaq's coming to the bigger range right here. You can use this tool. The fixed range run profile. You want to see the data a little bit here. And internally, of course. I'm going to create a video about it as well. Nine more minutes. It's the cheese for the traps, says Billy Joe. He was on fire yesterday. Yeah, indeed. That is true. Eight more minutes. Let's get these likes up, by the way. We're at 300 likes right now. We are already, I think, around 2 hours in stream. We have a giveaway at around, 600? 600 likes. And we made some money today. We made some really good money today with the euro against the British pound here, guys. So, you know, that means that we need to share a little bit here. Let's do it. All right, you see it already. Euro is flipping. Okay, Euro USD is flipping right now. Nasdaq is getting pushed down very significantly here. Okay, and now we have the news coming. All right, so be aware of what you're currently seeing here at the moment as well. Dollar is pushing up. Is it their trap to traps? We're gonna find out here. Is that what is it gonna happen? We're gonna see it in 7 minutes. I'm just for now, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be patient here until the news is done here, just because of that. Okay, the gold. We're already in gold here. We already are out of the Euro GBP an hour ago, so I'm gonna wait simply for the news in 5 minutes to see what the actual outcome will be here, because I see the dollar already pushing again. And the euro coming down again. We have seen this before and before and before. Many times before. You guys know. You guys know it. GU. Let's see what GU is looking like. Man, okay. Oh man, look at that gap as well. Yeah, no, this is not looking good, guys. I think that yeah, look at that rejection. Yeah. Okay. Lorenzo, what about your correlation course? So, yeah, like it's actually the whole community. We are closed right now. We are not, our VIP is closed. I do not have something to offer at the moment. We'll let you know when we open again, which could be, yeah, somewhere in the next 2 weeks, somewhere the next 10 days. All right, the dollar is pushing up. Much stronger than I thought here. Okay. Much stronger than I thought. Also GJ, like we were talking about, people felt a lot of FOMO for GJ as well. And so did I. Even I do sometimes. But I found a way to not listen to my emotions. And to just wait for things to pass right now. We already started to come down here. Euro, Australian dollar, US dollar as well. News can easily be again bearish. Don't worry about it. Like we could easily come down. We're not gonna flip bullish right now. We could easily come down bearish as well, just because the last minutes before we starting to come up to come down again. So my suggestion is to wait here 4 minutes, and that's it. 3 minutes, and that's it. And you see what the actual outcome will be, how the dollar reacts, and based on that we find our trade here. GU went down as expected. Nice. Where do I see your trades in Discord in the Meta charts? News coming in 2 more minutes. Hope you guys are ready. One more minute. 1 minute and I'm very curious. 30 seconds. Let's see what the dollar is doing. Dollar is creeping up. Are we going to come down again? It's kind of interesting how we came down that much before already. So the moment the New York Stock Exchange opened, you see it right here. We came down and tanked here. Now the news is coming out. I don't trust it. I do not trust it here. We are looking for the flip, in my opinion here. I'm looking potentially also at the Nasdaq. Why, in my opinion, has the most downside potential if you break these lows. Euro, Australian dollar, which one is weaker? Euro, Australian dollar. Euro is weaker. Euro is weak. Euro is extremely weak. Euro. Strong rejection. No. Yeah. Okay, 1 minute. Less than a minute here. 10 seconds to go. We will find out later. Let's see first how the dollar reacts. Okay, news. Boom. There we go. Nasdaq coming down as well here. Pay very close attention to the Nasdaq as well. Euro focusing, Euro here. Massive liquidity grab right now. Creating a higher high. Look at that manipulation. As clean as it gets, guys. Wow. Incredible. Really, really good that we were patient here, in my opinion. We took our money, we went out. That was actually very, very good. Dollar moving up here. Gold, of course, coming down. Yeah, for me, this is a reason, definitely a reason to look for a closure right now around this level, to just take a little bit more profits right here. We have still not closed below that zone, so I'm still waiting for that to happen. The dollar right now is trying to push through that initial zone that we were talking about initially, and the euro right now, yeah, wait a little bit, let it settle around, and let's see how. You know, when the volume comes a little bit down here, or at least the volatility comes down a little bit, how we can move further here. I think a lot of people got trapped. A lot of people got liquidated right now. A lot of people got liquidated here. Because they created a bunch of FOMO here. A bunch of FOMO to the upside for all these type of different pairs here related to the dollar. Same as gold. Gold is back. It's now, you know, the reason why gold is actually reacting here is because, you know, all the stop losses were right there. All the stop losses are pretty much right there. GJ is coming up, you know, much better. Why? The dollar is coming up. So the yen is coming down. Negative correlation. That's why GJ is pushing up, but at the same time, you're coming back into this particular range right now. And you see again at the point of control that these sellers coming into play here. So, you know, euro and the dollar, you're gonna see closure happening in around you know, 2 minutes. Euro down and EJ up. Why is this so dependent from UJ? So if the euro is down, but EJ is up, that is then because of the yen being even weaker than the euro. And we can confirm that by looking at the following chart, the Japanese yen basket. And this tells you the outcome of the yen here. So yes, the yen is definitely looking weaker than the euro. The euro is not looking strong, but the yen is just looking much worse than that. All right, 1 minute. Crazy. Look at gold, how it came back down here. What time will we trade? It depends on the market, bro. It depends on the market. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. So what I want to see is the volatility coming down a little bit. You know, like normal, a little bit normal price actually coming back to the market. Usually takes like, you know, 10, 15 minutes, and then we can look for the actual structure that has been created, and let's see if we can continue from there. And yeah. Thank God we made our money beforehand already. The Euro GBP was a nice one, but for now it's important to see. And look at that lower low for gold. No, it's yeah, no. It's time to take some more profits again, guys. Lower low for gold here. There we go. Pretty crazy. All right, 1,800. Okay. We're up around $1,800. Okay, dollar. What a beautiful manipulation that was, guys. I hope you guys witnessed this beautifully, and I hope you guys were patient enough here to not get involved in these type of longs, unless you closed your position before the news, of course. But you already saw it turning here, just around that particular moment. So this is what you definitely wanna see. Now coming back towards this low. Let's see how we react when we come back here. I'm gonna set an alert right there. Little pullback for the USD. Let's see if we can somewhere look for the continuation, because I think this is still quite likely here. Still a minor position open on gold. Did you take your pause on gold because you think gold will come down? Just in general, I think it was nice to take some extra profits right now around that zone with the dollar being this, aggressive, and that manipulation here was very significant. So the way they're pushing price down, like literally around during the New York Stock Exchange open, to then flip it right when the news comes out with this amount of volume is quite significant. So just to be sure, some extra money, like an extra $500 would be nice. And if I really want to look for more long opportunities, I just wait for the next setup, the next pullback continuation. Major red flag, the way it was moving before the news. Yes, and this is a beautiful lesson as well for a lot of people that are like, new into the game of news and stuff. You're never trusted when, you see. So pretty much the most manipulation does not happen around 8 a.m. All right, New York EST. It usually is around 9:30. All right, when the stock market opens up. This is where like the manipulation comes into play, and when they're trying to lead you in the wrong direction here. And you see it happening all the time whenever you have news coming out around 10 a.m. EST here. Usually what they do is then they take advantage of the New York Stock Exchange open to manipulate the price before actually the outcome of the news here. So yeah, that's the game. That's the game they play here. All right, that's absolutely crazy. So what I'm waiting for is simply just a little pullback, and then to look for the if you can look for the continuation. GJ, too much pressure from the point of control here of the range. Nasdaq is starting to flip. So this is major. This is big. We've been talking about it. If we break this low, most likely we're gonna come down. We're gonna come down significantly here. So we flipped. We came up to the point of control of that internal range. We get rejected. We're looking for that low. Look at the higher time frame. Look at the 2 hour. This shows us, in my opinion, a lot of downside potential. Based on that as well, volatility index has to shoot up. Yeah, it did shoot up. It came down first, took out the lows. Yeah. Keep a close eye on the Nasdaq here. If you break this low, this is the low to break. Absolutely the low to break. Could have been a better liquidity grab here, taking out the highs. You know, make people believe we're breaking a trend. We're coming up. We're breaking the zone. We're gonna go to the moon after the open, to then flip and reverse on them, breaking the lows, and then, you know, looking and zooming out the higher time frame. With the dollar continue its momentum, you know, filling up that imbalance below, coming down. After, of course, keep in mind, this comes from a higher time frame standpoint as well. This is not just random here, okay? We're talking about the 62% Fibonacci from the weekly coming back into this high, this stronger high. You know, we had that exponential growth the last 2 weeks, and the dollar now seems seemingly actually coming up quite strong here. The Nasdaq never really reacted to it, but now the debt ceiling is until, of course, we have all the news coming out and everything is there. I'm starting to like it more and more here. So that low is definitely the low we're looking for. There we go. Just for future reference, look at GBP CAD. I said to sell it before. I do not trade the GBP Canadian dollar. I trade many pairs, but not the GBP Canadian dollar here. Look at GU. We can look at GU. Yeah, nothing spectacular. It's just yeah, well, it's looking very, very beautiful. But I think for us, I do believe that the Nasdaq is looking very, very nice here. If you see where we came from and what we can target on the higher time frame, I just see a bunch of potential there. The dollar is still coming up very strong. And if you want to really look for a trade for euro, US dollar, or GU, we need to look for a little retracement. Why don't you trade GP CAD? Good volatility and clean. I mean, I have it in my list, of course, but I'm just specifically talking about lower time frame. Unless you guys are trading it, a lot of you guys are trading it. Oh yeah, really low. It is beautiful. Can't lie. It is beautiful. That took me literally 3 seconds to see that range. Expansion, retracement, rejection. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. Yeah. The goal is to get another trade going. If you made some money already today in this stream, please press a 1 in the chat or win in the chat here. All right. Nasdaq is coming closer and closer to an important break. Beautiful. Francesco, just another guy, Joshua, Gibbon, John, Dark Water. Mac and B, Benjamin. Rizwan, amazing. That's great to hear, man. Trading with my own system, 2 wins today. Your streams have helped me to develop something I can trust. That's amazing, bro. Beautiful. Yeah, market structure is absolutely key here. Market structure is what we're looking for. Lorenzo, are you not looking for traders that can join your team? Actually, yes, I am looking for traders that can join our team. I am. However, we are working on a new format for our private sessions, our private live streams. It's something that you will not believe is going to happen. And I just wish I could tell you about it, but it's not. It just has nothing to do with like, I cannot even tell you guys. Sorry. It's a very interactive way for you to join the live streams. And that's all I can say. All right, we're breaking lows. Ramesh says, I recovered 1 week loss today. That's great, man. That's great to hear. Not yet here with the Nasdaq. The VIX needs to break a buffer. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We're seeing the Nasdaq coming down. We have been coming up. We took out the liquidity. Now we're breaking the lows. Now we want to close a low below that level. And obviously look for a short position right there. And stop loss above the previous high. You know, zoom out. And target some of that imbalance below. You know? That's what we're looking for. We're targeting somewhere in the middle of that range. Coming down more. And look at how we close here as well. If you close this 1 hour candle, man. This is a trade that you could hold potentially a bit longer. VIX is starting to look better. We're creating it. We're creating it. We want to break it. We want to break this high. Of course, we're facing some resistance around that area here, but we have created we have swiped the lows already now. The lows are swiped. Now we're breaking the highs. You know, looking at shorting the Nasdaq here. Let me, where's my gold trade? There we go. Let's go to the Nasdaq. We're not there yet. Wait a little bit. When will the new stream format launch? This will be around... We're trying to aim next week. But I'm not sure if we can make it then. But we're really aiming for next week. Because it's not just, you know, an ordinary live stream. It's a format that has never been done before, as far as I know. Especially not in Discord. It's the VIX. The VIX gives us a better confirmation here. Let's get us to 400 likes right now. We have 342 likes. We had a beautiful winning trade today. Let's get these likes up here. Let's build something very, very beautiful here. And also I want to see more people in our Discord, man. We are reaching our all 10,000 members. We have been really thinking about that series, about that event in Bali. We really have been thinking about it now. After we had that conversation yesterday with everyone here in the community on the stream. After that I was with our team and I was talking about it. I said, hey man, we don't have to make any money over it at all. That's not the goal here. But, you know, doing something really big in regards to that. When we reach, like, you know, the 10,000 members in the community. You know, who knows? Who knows? Okay, the VIX is coming. And breaking above. Starting to look better. I think I have to be vaccinated to go to Bali. I don't think they check it anymore. Yeah, look at that. Nasdaq starting to look, there we go. The VIX is starting to look stronger. That swipe was really strong. We tapped into that zone. We came into that range. Now we're looking for higher highs. I like what I see here. So Nasdaq short. Potential. I'm going to set my limit and I'm going to keep it open right there. Where's my account? There we go. I like this overall structure of the VIX here. So, you know, creating that higher high, coming down, building liquidity, swiping out that liquidity, now looking for continuation to the upside. Nasdaq doing the same, but coming up, building liquidity, taking out the liquidity during the New York Open Stock Exchange, making people believe we're going to go up to then swipe out the lows, close below, and then of course knowing that we have that imbalance below here. You know, targeting somewhat in the middle of the fair value gap right there, and then taking some profits along the way. Somewhat in that manner, I'm looking to do for trade here. Stop loss above the highs. If we come up a little bit more, I mean, yeah, it is fine. I will probably not close my position then in the full because I do believe that the potential is here. So hold the Nasdaq short. That's my suggestion. I still want to see a little retest of that zone. And then looking for the rejection of that low. So yeah, Nasdaq short limit is set. If you prefer market, it's up to you. Yeah, leave this. This is up to you here. So my recommendation is to hold the Nasdaq short for you guys. I think you could, you will love it. That's what I'm doing here on stream. I'm trying to help you out here, looking for beautiful trade setups. Whenever I see a setup, I can enter a setup straight away. Like we did, for example, with EJ today. We entered straight away. Market, nothing, straight away. In this case, I'm a little bit more patient here. So, you know, it all depends. It all depends on all these different layers. The way I enter, the way I see the market, the timing, and everything like that. But everyone has a different way. Sometimes I miss out. Sometimes I do not miss out. And sometimes it hits perfectly and it actually comes down here. But my goal in the end is to help you, you know, understand the markets better. That's my ultimate goal. And build, of course, a beautiful community. So yeah. Let me get a drink real quick, guys. VIX, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like the way it's moving. I like the way it has been behaving. I like the way it manipulated price to take out the lows to then continue its journey up. And of course, that higher high has never been broken. So that low has never been broken. That's a good sign. Nasdaq, time to come down here. Give me 1 second. Let me know if you guys have any questions as well. In general, I always love to help you out here. Let's see what we have. We're gonna do a giveaway later on today, guys. If you still want to join us, smash that like button. We're gonna get it up to 600. 600 likes will be amazing. And thank you so much, guys, for the support and in general, the attribution to the community. Because I think that there are a lot of great traders now getting created, formed from the community here, just by being together and being, you know, keeping each other motivated as well on a regular basis here. Are you in? I have my limit order set. Like I said, you can join, you can go in, you can wait for a limit order. It's up to you. When is the NFP? The NFP is this Friday. What lot size did you take? Around 0.5% on a $400,000 account. I have no idea what the lot size is. Bro, will you do crypto again in the weekend? Yes, I will do crypto again in the weekend. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to do crypto in the weekend. Right now, I realize it's better to do it in the weekend as well. So I'm in. I'm in right now. I got triggered into a position. Right there. Stop loss is pretty wide. Okay, just to take that in consideration. Just above the high. But just because the target itself is also pretty wide. Is it smart to buy low prop firm challenges and trade the opposite? The opposite of what you think, for example? I don't know. It depends on how you trade. It's hard to say, man. Hard to say what time frame. There's so many variables, and the point is, you think, oh, I'm just gonna reverse trade everything, but then you have to understand, okay, but then where is my stop loss gonna be, or how I'm gonna manage that particular part as well, right? So it's kind of like, okay, you have to take that in consideration then as well. If I may ask, which prop firm do you suggest? I'm not really familiar with a lot of prop firms, to be honest. I have tried, of course, FTMO. In my opinion, they're still out of my experience, I had a good experience with them. Let's put it this way. But there are so many of them right now, I cannot count them anymore. It's absolutely crazy. We are working on something as well. What's your bias for the market after the NFP? It's really hard to say. Really hard to say, bro. I'm really waiting for the NFP here to come out and to do its thing for the dollar. I think that will determine the absolute bias for the dollar for the next week or two after that. So it's truly the NFP that matters the most here, in my opinion. What a crazy sniper right there for now. It's nothing sure yet or whatsoever. But if you decide to really break it, you can put your stop loss and break even very quickly here. But we're not there yet at all. So let's be patient. Initial entry was good. FTMO is the worst one. Okay, why? I've not that much experience with platforms. Aha, okay. Wait. I'm going to put my stop loss very tight, guys, right now. Very, very tight. The dollar is coming down out of nowhere. Significantly here. So I'd rather look for a better entry here if that's the case. Okay? Just to clarify for you right now as well. If we come down right now, perfect. But my stop loss right now is at 14277.17. My entry is right there. So we have a really good entry here. It's like exact. We tapped into it and came down straight away. So my stop loss is just right above it right now. Okay? Right here. Pretty much on break even. Why? The dollar. The dollar is coming down again here at this particular moment, quite significantly. Could have an impact on the price here, but yeah, because our entry was so exact, and that's why patience is king. That's why we set a limit order. So we're pretty much at break even already now for the Nasdaq, just because of the dollar here. And if you come down, fantastic, beautiful. We have absolutely crushed it. But otherwise, we break even. Just because the dollar is coming down, I don't want to take unnecessary risk here. Also, manage to trade accordingly. Just be aware of it. The fact that the dollar is now suddenly coming down here could have an impact. Overall, that rejection here is coming nicely. So risk-free, let's see if we can now literally plunge and tank here. Gold is still making moves here. Gold's coming back up again. Wow, okay. We still took some profits on gold, you know, just to be sure. But no. Yeah, the dollar is suddenly coming down again, quite rapidly here. A lot of manipulation happening right now, guys. Okay, we came down, we plunged, we came up, manipulated the highs. Now we're gonna come back down again. So it is kind of a crazy market, you know, crazy market conditions at the moment here. Okay, so that's the reason why I put my stop loss practically on break even here, because our entry was like really clean. We never really came in a drawdown. If we break this low, that will be definitely some profits already. But yeah, the dollar is coming down. So yeah, let's see. Let's just be patient and wait here. Is it 1.9 lot? 19.8. I guess. You are out from the Awana broker? Yes, unfortunately. I love the Awana, but they stopped working with TradingView. For no reason. Yeah, they changed servers. They changed the servers, you know? So therefore I couldn't do it on TradingView anymore. And yeah, I wanted to trade on TradingView free, guys, because it's the easiest way. I don't like the MetaTrader that much. I'm not a big fan personally. I like to hop between charts. I like to look at the dollar index, the Japanese yen basket. I like to look at all these different types of charts, and you do not have that on MetaTrader. You're still holding that gold trade from yesterday? Yeah, we took already some extra profits today, just to be sure. But yeah, we're still holding it. Okay, we found a little bit of support here, but man, it was still a really strong reaction in general here. We're coming now back towards that initial range. So interesting, interesting. Dollar keeps coming down again. What a manipulation today. Wow. Coming up, coming down, coming up, coming back down. If we would have continued up here or just stagnated, started ranging, we would have plunged coming down with the Nasdaq here. MetaTrader is a lot better than TradingView for execution. No, it's actually very good. Yeah, it's different. So it's just a little bit, you need to get used to it a little bit. But it's like you enter, limit order, risk, boom, 0. Whatever, 5%. Okay, entry, boom, done. Easy. Should we stay in the stop loss? My stop loss is on break even. The reason why I just put it slightly above is just because of that initial 1 minute candle and a potential spread. That's the only reason. Yeah, if the dollar stayed stagnant or just came up, let's say stayed stagnant, didn't have to come up more, the Nasdaq would have been coming down very, very rapidly in my opinion. But because the dollar is coming down so much, the Nasdaq is actually, the Nasdaq wants to come down. But because the dollar is dropping, it's actually kind of holding it up here. So either the dollar finds support and that's it. We find some support, we start ranging around it. Or yeah, but if you keep plummeting right now, then no, then we're gonna break even on the Nasdaq trade here. But you see every single time with limit orders right now, what kind of a benefit it can have as well. So in this case right here, you see that, we might get stopped out on break even, but because we were so precise with our limit order and we waited for the market to turn back and come back to our, to our entry, we actually tapped into our order literally on the dot right here. We literally tapped into it and we came down straight away. And the benefit of it is that you can secure yourself quite fast when that happens, if price goes into the direction, of course. Some people like just to trade market. I have nothing against it either. I do it sometimes as well. But when I see that, the timing closes, so let's say we have a 5-minute candle closure and price is already here, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna wait for pullback and then like tap into that, yeah, just wait for a pullback and wait for that reaction here. But it depends on on every single chart. Please check the dollar. I think the dollar is still okay. The dollar is holding finding a little bit support here. But yeah, now it needs to break the high. I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. I just want to see it plunging, guys. Like, boom, you know, breaking the lows, done. Over. That's what I want to see. Yeah, and for gold, I think we took out already $3,000 out of gold right now, and it still keeps moving. Well, this is really, I'm gonna keep holding this one. This is like such a minor position right now that I just keep holding this position, unless we create some serious lower low internally or something in that matter. Gold also getting pushed down again from that initial level. Yeah, okay, coming back to this this initial range right here. Aha. Point of control of that range. Coming up. Are we there already? Still not. Wow. Look at... Wow. Look at that. We want to, but we don't. It's like ranging underneath our entry here. But I think because the dollar came down here that we're gonna get... oh, we're coming back up now. Right. Let's see. VIX holding support. Interesting, very interesting reaction here. We're holding support right there at that level where we had such a hard time breaking it. Okay, we broke even on this trade. Unfortunately, we did not push through here. The dollar suddenly reversed when we entered that position. No need for me to hold this position and keep my stop loss all the way till there right now. When it was like this, we had a really nice clean entry. We were actually constantly in profit. Just wanted to make sure that we pulled through. Right now we're facing the lows. We might be looking at a new setup here. If we hold here, if we decide to actually hold here right now, then I might be looking at a new low here to look for the continuation. As long as the dollar is holding here and not coming back down, because we made that pretty significant move. Okay. Overall, could have been very nice, but you know, we managed the trade accordingly. Because now you see it breaking through indeed. Yeah, it was no need to hold a position here. We had a good entry, came in profit. Now we're coming back, breaking it. Volatility index starting to look weaker. The dollar, you know, is coming down here. Let's see how far we can take it. EU looks good. Okay, let's have one more look here. Yeah, we're seeing that rejection there indeed. But yeah, sometimes that's the power of limit orders. You know, where you can precisely get your entry going, so you can also manage your trade better in case it doesn't work your way, or it doesn't go, you know, or in case it goes against you. So right now with the dollar, okay, the thing is with the dollar right now, okay, yes, we came down. So we came down, we came up. We are now bouncing here from again. So we're kind of in the middle of a range. So in my opinion, that's just a little bit too, you know, up and down for me right now at the moment. It can literally bounce in any direction here. And then from there, it can actually make a, you know, a move or whatsoever. And then based on that, yeah, you never really know. Like in terms of actual risk management and stuff, okay, yeah, are we gonna go up or down? My opinion right now is to just see us breaking any of these highs and to really show us some more promising, you know, promising price action, market structure, to then make a more accurate, you know, a less impulsive trading decision in regards to the Euro USD here. Lorenzo, will you be attending the Forex Expo in Dubai? I would love to go there, man. When is it? When is this again? The Forex Expo. September 20th. Oh, maybe I will be there, man. That could be possible. That could be possible. Absolutely. That could be possible indeed. Yeah, you see the Nasdaq coming up here. Okay. In case we break an internal low, maybe. But for now, my opinion is to wait and see here. If the dollar didn't flip on us, we would have had another reaction here. Looks like a decent recovery, but you have to be patient right now for the dollar. Let's look at the yen real quick. The Forex Expo, yeah, it's quite interesting. I might be there. I've never been in an expo in regards to trading, so that's actually quite cool, quite interesting. Same for crypto as well, by the way. Never been there. Are you waiting for any trade? Always. Lorenzo, the volatility index and the dollar index affect Nasdaq to the same degree. It's a combination of both. It's the combination of the Nasdaq, the combination of the dollar index and the volatility index that determine the overall outcome of the indices, like the Nasdaq, for example. However, sometimes, of course, Nasdaq has its own way. You see this a lot more with the Nasdaq than with the US30, for example. And that can be, you know, the reasoning could be fundamental news of whatever, AI companies that blow up, or, you know, whatever it is, right? Like that type of stuff. External information. Okay, I think that's it for today, guys. We have the stream a little bit shorter than usual, around 3 hours today. But I think we took 2 trades. We took the Euro GBP and we took the Nasdaq right now. The Euro GBP was a win, a big fat win. The Nasdaq was a break-even position right here. Right now with the dollar itself, you know, I feel that we're kind of like in the middle of that range. We came down, we manipulated down, news came out, came up, manipulated up, took out all the liquidity was built up here, all the stop losses. Now come down again, now come up again. So for me personally, it's just a matter of waiting here and see from for some better price action and so on and so on. Any giveaway? We did not reach our target. We did not reach our target, unfortunately. So that has to come next time right here. Make sure you press that like button. Also, when we start the stream tomorrow, you know, just press that like button beforehand. The faster we're there, it's easy. And we give away, partially profits. If you have a winning trade, I always give more as well. So that's just simple. If you have a winning trade as well during that stream, I double the giveaway usually. Okay, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you made some money, let me know in the chat right now. Always gives me a great feeling to know that the fam made some money here. And tomorrow I'm gonna be back again at the New York session. I think it's Thursday. Yes, New York session tomorrow. The initial jobless claims. And what else do we have? Initial jobless claims. And I think that the CPI for the euro. We're gonna talk about it. We're not gonna, of course, actually be there, but we are gonna talk about that. And of course, the ADP non-farm employment is also quite important right here. We have to talk about this, and then. Keep in mind, guys, again, in regards to the Discord, if you want to join a Discord and if you want to see some setups as well outside of the streams for free, you can join us in Discord and you can look at the Manta chart section here because I share my setups right there as well. That gold trade that I'm in right now is, for example, shared before and as well here. You can find more information there. And let's hang out in Discord. Let's have some fun and let's enjoy. And if you're new, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Welcome to the sessions. I hope to see you in the next sessions as well here. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.